What if the weakest person alive turned out to be humanity's greatest weapon? That's not just a cool idea. It's the story of a man the world laughed at, ignored, and left for dead. A man so weak that even beginner hunters looked down on him. But everything changed the day he survived an impossible dungeon. This is the story of Solo Leveling Season 1. Long before our story begins, mysterious portals called gates started appearing all over the world. These gates connected Earth to dangerous dungeons filled with terrifying monsters. If the monsters escaped, entire cities could be wiped out. Thankfully, some humans awakened supernatural abilities and became known as hunters. Their job was simple but deadly: enter the gates, clear the dungeons, and protect humanity. Hunters were ranked from E rank, the weakest, all the way to S rank, the strongest. Once a hunter awakened, their strength was fixed forever. No matter how hard they trained, they could never become stronger. Or so everyone believed. At the very bottom of this world stood Sung Jinwoo, an E-rank hunter so weak that people called him the world's weakest hunter. Every raid left him bruised, broken, or barely alive. Even low-level monsters were a serious threat to him. So why did he keep risking his life? Because he had no choice. His mother was trapped in an incurable magical illness known as eternal slumber, and his younger sister depended on him. Hunting was the only way he could earn enough money to support his family. Every dungeon was another gamble with death, but Jin Wu kept walking through those gates anyway. Then came the mission that changed everything. Jin Wu joined what was supposed to be an ordinary E-rank dungeon raid. Everything seemed normal until the hunters discovered a hidden chamber deep inside the dungeon, a place that should never have existed. It was a double dungeon. Inside stood an ancient temple filled with massive stone statues wearing terrifying smiles. At first, they looked lifeless. Then one of them opened its eyes. Within seconds, the statues began slaughtering hunters. People were crushed, sliced apart, and vaporized without warning. Spread through the group as they desperately searched for a way out. Jin Wu noticed mysterious commandments carved onto a stone tablet. They described 3 rules: worship God, praise God, prove your faith. Realizing these weren't just decorations but the key to survival, Jin Wu guided the remaining hunters through each deadly trial. His quick thinking saved several lives, even though he was supposedly the weakest person there. Eventually, the survivors reached the final test. Someone had to stay behind. Knowing everyone else would die otherwise, Jin Wu chose to sacrifice himself. He watched the others escape while the stone statues closed in around him. Covered in blood and barely conscious, he accepted what seemed to be his final moments. Then everything went dark. When Jin Wu opened his eyes, he was lying in a hospital bed. Everyone believed it was a miracle that he survived. But Jin Wu quickly realized something unbelievable had happened. Floating before him was a glowing blue screen that no one else could see. The mysterious system called him player,